everyone, how it goes with Levi Member Solutions. I'm here with their own support course. Now, I know I did breakfast stream, and it's relatively early for me to be hopping back on, especially because I don't think this will be hopping back. We have some recording to do, and hey, Levi Markin, how goes it? Did I kick everything on? I just have children interrupt me almost immediately.
Well, I was gonna go ask for soda or
No,
juice thing.
no. What do you need?
That was what I was gonna ask.
All right, go on. So fast, right? It was like click. I even zoned out for a minute after I set things up because like I gotta give some people time to like pop in, and okay, whatever. I want to show you guys something real quick. This is a coaster. It's a coaster. I was working on color him. We're just waiting a little bit to make sure he doesn't pop back down here. I think that looks pretty good. Obviously, they could change the colors, but I think that looks really good. I'd love to change these ones right here because they're all the same layer. Like I feel like if those had been just one layer down, it would have been better. But this white right here, the black is one layer, the white right here is one layer, and then the blue and the red are already a layer. So that would be difficult to pause and stop on a different printer. But I could do 3 colors on the top layer technically. Technically, I could do 4. But changing the dragon into individual colors would be a pain too. Oh yes. What wait, is Flash in disguise? I don't know. Real quick. Are any of our commands working? And if they are, Streamlabs is working on Twitch. Stream Elements is working on YouTube, and that seems to be it. Are we still not functioning for our commands? What the hell? By the way, have you eaten? Have you hydrated? I took my meds. I have no meds to take right now. But have you taken your meds? No, I've done everything here. Like I've even started the whole stream over. YouTube is the one I'm having trouble with. No. I don't have a custom name. Bye-bye. I'm trying not to sneeze. See what's going on with the agent. But yeah, this is a coaster. Hope you guys like it. Evening all. Doing dang, for 2 years I lost the game. Oh no. Yeah, man. I had tacos too and your meds. That's good. Good job. Waiting on your water. Mouth is full of pizza right now. Streamlabs caught up. Did it? Did it? Oh my God, it's working again. Hold on, do some other commands. Do some other commands. Make sure other commands work. I don't want to like leave the chat unless it's functioning. Oh my God, it's working again. Oh my God. Yes. It's working. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. By the way, to Philip, I want to say thank you so much for that donation directly to me to my other area, which was Cash App. I weren't able to go out. My spouse's back was hurting. They have work tonight. We're gonna go out tomorrow after they get off work. I've got a list of things to get, the exact amount, because I went online, looked at the sale and everything. I spent like an hour and a half, like getting everything together, checking out how much it would cost. I did try to like do a pickup order, but it wouldn't go through, and then it just wouldn't take me to the payment processing part of it. That's on them, not on the don't have money. I had money. I was like, work. It would not work. And I realize that I don't have this over here. Where is? Yes, she is. So, I have tomato plants growing in your basement. Glad I cloned my plants before the freeze out. Oh, that would have been a great idea. I got this big basement, but I don't have any of the growing stuff for it. I don't have any lights and everything. They would die. It gets pretty cold down here too. I should have. I don't know where any of my napkins are. So what we're going to be recording, I don't have any. That's the problem. I don't have any grow lights. I'd have to get some stuff. So we have Wick versus Norris. I kind of want to read that one over with Chris. But the Gary in Africa sequel, that's pretty much, it's a pretty solid script right now. So we'll work on that. Now, if you guys remember, Gary was trying to get back to Transylvania and wound up in Africa and got hit with the blessed rains. I highly doubt part 2 is going to do better than part 1. It was a very classic one-off type of joke. But enough people are like, I want to know what happens next. With over, 150,000 on YouTube alone views, it gets a part 2. Although part 2 should happen a little bit. Stealing everyone's attention. There's a tail. Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, did I piss you off? You want on the chair? One up here. No? All right. Do you want up there? Attention thief like you're for babies? Yeah. It'd have to be a fictional character that we do that with. And there's plenty of fictional characters that have the same name, and we've used that joke before. Good luck getting me to get the cat to sit in front of the camera to do what it needs to do. That is notoriously difficult. Gary's getting more fans, most definitely. All right. So, I get my phone. Make sure I've got enough charge here. That should be fine. We're going to clean the phone up, get everything started, set up to record. And we're going to record the Gary Africa sequel, which I don't have. Like, I have just as many lines as John, but like this skit should record relatively quickly. I can't record Stitchgate here because it involves a lot of extra stuff. I got to go get dressed a certain way and all that stuff. There we go. And that's like the only. And John versus Wick would have been the second video, but I need Chris to take a look over it, see what he thinks. So I might record my lines for the John v. Wick, so that if he says, nah, I like it, it's just use it as it is, it'll be done. But if he's like, yeah, let's revamp the entire thing, oh well. The new Stitch video is awesome. You guys like it? That's good. I'm glad you guys like it. Trying to finish up my lunch. Gary could have shipping error end up in China. That'd be another fun one. Why do I feel compelled to count rice? Don't know, Gary. I think you're getting compelled by the legends of the local area. Okay. So, I think I'm a little bit lower in the camera frame right now. I am. Yeah. I sit on a payload. Not for height reasons. I still touch the feet. I'm like, why not? I still touch. My feet still touch. I'm like, I could put this thing to its max height. I'm almost 6 feet tall. I sit on the pillow, and it just kind of forces me to sit up a little bit straighter and whatnot. Oh, a little bit. There we go. Make sure that's not in the way. All right. Now I need to turn this into a way where it won't show up on my screen. There we go. Go away. Go away. Don't want to do AI generated. Dude, why is this vampire hopping? Right? Their vampires are scary. Not really. Not really. They've copied a lot of new lore. Their original vampires are like really lame. I'm glad you guys liked the Stitch video. I liked it too. I would have loved to have Mandark's lines in it, but Josh is busy, so it's not a big deal. It's my fault for telling him when I was able to actually contact him. He was like, nah, you're good. You don't need to worry about the time frame on this. And then like a couple days later, I was like, I kind of need this within a couple days. That's on me. So Willing Dragon isn't going to be here. I think that's the same person for a few days. But it's a great source of protein if you can't do beef or beans. Spinach, broccoli, a few other things. You got eggs, lentils, salmon, cottage cheese. Now you said you can't do beef. Can you not do like seafood's a really good one if you can eat some seafood. Do not worry about the mercury. The amount of mercury that you'll consume. If you're worried about the mercury, tuna. The way tuna processes its stuff, you'll pretty be good. I know I said I wasn't going to be on, but I need this today. All right, no, it's all good. I saw your message and I was like, okay. There's nuts, of course, but I believe you said. I was just reading it. Where was it? You can't do beef or you can't do beans. So nuts is a really good one, a really easy one to eat. Chicken, in fact, chicken has more protein in it than beef does. Chicken, pound for pound, has more protein than beef does. Tofu, if you can eat tofu. Sunflower seeds have a nice fair amount of them. Edamame, chickpeas, nut butter, turkey, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt has a fair amount. So you still have lots of options. And those lentils, by the way, you can grind them if you put them in, like if it's a texture thing. If you soak lentils for long enough that they feel like they're about to be mush, so about like in a couple hours to like overnight. Drain them, because you rinse them, drain them, everything. Put them in a blender, and you blend them up. You can blend them almost identical to a pasta sauce, and then literally just make a pasta sauce from them, and you'll have a tremendous high fiber high protein pasta sauce. Super easy to do. It is one of the I'm just lazy. I tend not to blend them. My kiddos do not mind munching on them, so that makes it life a lot easier to like toss them into our pasta sauces every so often. So that's a really good one. I do see food. I see food. I eat food. Now you do, Steven. Now you do. Beans are a serious no-go. No. You missed your lentils. I am so sorry. Okay, so no lentils. So yeah, fish, egg, peanut butter, nuts, chicken, lots of chicken. Chicken's a really good one. You can't have edamame, and you probably can't have tofu because of the no beans too. But Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, milk is kind of good, but not as good. And then protein supplements. You can add some get some protein supplements. Just make sure they're not made from beans, and you'd be good. So, alrighty. Give me a second here. Bill, Ted, how exactly did you lose the time machine? Honest Abe stole it. Why in the heck would Honest Abe steal it? He's hunting a vampire? Oh no. John! Ooh, I like the voice crack. That was like a perfect take. We hear John. I don't know why it says bursting in. I'm not bursting in. I'm just yelling at him from across the way. I forgot to hit my mic. I forgot to attach my mic. So we're just going to have to hope that the onboard camera mic picks this up enough. Usually it does. This just gets things a lot better. Gets those highs and everything. Bill and Ted lost Abraham Lincoln in 2025, and he's currently hunting Gary. Bill and Ted just lost Lincoln in 2025, and he's currently hunting Gary. Yeah. And he's about to finish the job. I might have sold him a blood tracker way back in the day, and he put some of Gary's blood in it, and pretty sure it's pinging right now about where Gary's at. Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. And honestly, Gary's kind of responsible for Abe's death, so I'm going to redo that one. Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. And I don't really feel that bad since Gary's kind of responsible for how Honest Abe... Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary, and I kind of don't feel bad considering Gary's kind of responsible for how... Yeah. Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on... In my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. Also, hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. And I kind of don't really care too much. I just thought you'd like one... Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on... Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. Also, I don't really care too much. I thought you would like... No, I don't like how long that line is. Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. And honestly, he kind of has it coming for him, considering he's responsible for how Abe died. That line feels weird. Hey, in my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. Also, I kind of don't really blame Honest Abe. In my defense, I didn't know he would use it on Gary. And considering Gary's kind of responsible for how Abe died, I'm kind of on the fence about this one. We'll figure out which version. Going to YouTube. All right, Rob. I'll see you on over there. Yeah, it's the recording my parts for the Gary stint. Genghis Khan would probably win that one, considering they wore dresses and whatnot. All right, so the next one. We'll leave that up so I can utilize that. So that's done. My parts for that are done. I can exit out of that. I'm going to record my John Wick parts. Let's see here. Scrolling up. I forgot. What? What's up? Oh, that oh, that does explain some things. And then go back. Pause that. No, John Napa have another tangent. Levi, how does that explain some things? Well, I told John. Oh, well, I told John Wick he could have our chuck tracker, as glitchy as it is. I told John Wick he could have our chuck. Oh, I told John that. Oh, I told John Wick that he could have our chuck tracker, as glitchy as it is. Levi, how does that explain things? All right, so that you can get rid of all of
Do you
that.
like someone?
Not right at the moment. You can show him on camera though.
You want him?
No, I don't want his hair all over me right now.
Oh fuck.
You can bring him over here. You can have him be seen on camera.
Okay, right here. Oh well, he's not.
You got comfortable. All right. Well.
Well.
All right. Go on.
Have some Doritos?
No.
Can I have some of the mini chips?
Those are not yours. Those are Raven's.
And can I have some of the big chips?
No. Sorry. Would you tell John Wick no? Would you tell John Wick no? Would you tell John Wick no? I like that one. My point exactly. So if you want to tell him, my point exactly. So if you want to tell, my point exactly. So if you want to tell him no, we see Napa get a notice, blah, blah, blah. Again, if you want to tell him no, I mean, if you still want to tell him no, again, if you still want to tell him no, you can. Also, I owed him a blood debt. I need to be looking into specific. Again, if you want to tell him no, now's your opportunity. Also, I owed him a blood debt, so there we go. I like that. I still think it could be tightened up. I still want certain parts in it. But that's done. What I can do for now has been recorded. We're not going to thud that. We're going to get rid of that. Scroll this down. Let's take a look. We had somebody that I can't remember who was going to go. Was it Dark Wolf? I think possibly. Somebody was going to do the OMA reading stuff. Voice acting.
Oh, I'm sorry, but this is no.
No, we're not listening to that right now. That's not. So I can't do any of these lines with how I'm currently dressed. I'd have to go and find a bunch of different clothing. I don't currently know where it's at. It'd take me a little while. So I can't do any of my stitch lines at the moment. I do need to record them, but just wouldn't be in this outfit. So that's all the recording I had planned, because I have to do a bunch of editing and stuff like that afterwards. Oh, so we are effectively done recording. That was all the behind the scenes stuff. There wasn't a whole lot. That's why I didn't mind if I went live today to do this, because there wasn't a lot to be done. We can just kind of let this sit, and I'll plug it in so it can charge. Trying not to run over cords and ruin even more cords. Plug the phone in. Start charging a bit more. Question for anyone in the U.S. Is there actually a camera doorbell that 100% allows you to just have an SD card in it and no subscription needed to function? Yeah, I don't have a subscription for my Eufy camera doorbell. Let me show you the one you need. You still need internet. I mean, you can insert other stuff, but this is the one I use. You don't need a subscription for it. You can get the one with the battery. You can get the one that hooks up. They're all pretty much the same, to be honest. That's what I use. Well, not that exact one. Mine's older. I have not replaced it. I need to when I can afford to upgrade it. But they have different ones too.
So I have like these are the cheaper ones. You can very easily get away with this one. I think this is the one, and you get like a $20 coupon code off of it. You just have to periodically charge it. It works really, really well. You can get the home base, works great with Alexa and Google. Getting this together though, the home base is really nice because you don't need a trial, you don't need to do anything like that. They've never changed that. They have like they tout themselves as something you don't need to worry. You don't need to. You can get the cloud backup, but like the home base has its own memory and you can put memory cards in it on top of that. Local storage and AI, don't worry about the AI. You can also find a older one and set it up, get a home base 2 and get the stuff set up for that. And you can find used ones. So you look up the brand Eufy, EUFY, find somebody who's upgraded their system and grab a super cheap one from them, and then you just connect and do everything from there. That's funny. EUFY. E is an echo, U is in unicorn, F is in Frank, Y is in Yankee. EUFY. So I highly recommend. I've been using them for a few years. They have caught people stealing stuff. They have stopped people from breaking into the house, so on and so forth. Yankee. Is it Yancey? Without it in front of me, like I had a cheat sheet back when I was doing call center stuff. Without it in front of me, I just make up my own because I never remember it. It's just one of those that just doesn't stick in my head. Yeah, and you can use old phones hooked up and set up to do the same thing, but this one has like motion tracking and stuff, so it'll only turn on when you want it to turn on. I would suggest, like, it does take some time getting used to the motion track stuff, but like you can. I've never seen that. Like I've seen the ride back thing. I've kind of seen that, but also haven't. Like I have not seen the anime. I've just seen like I thought that was somebody's regular drawing. I didn't know that was actually from an anime. And again, I watched Tokyo 2040. So Tokyo Bubblegum 2040. I was really young the first time I watched that. The second time I tried to watch it, I said try. I was like, I can't watch this. A very adult show. Wise Yankee. All right. I used to know it. I only think on Yancey from Futurama. So, like I said, I have nothing else to do. But I'm done recording for the weekend, which is nice. I can be done, and then like those 2 videos will go out next week. We've had 3 videos, and then I can work on something else later and not think too much about it. If you guys have some other ideas, you can. But like my brain is kind of a little bit foggy because I've only gotten a couple hours of sleep, and it's been like kind of spaced out. We have had the Addams Family call in. That was a skit I needed to redo. It was that was a skit I needed to redo. I have to add some stuff to the live stream. I don't need any of those. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need that. I love how Chris, the original stuff, when we were originally talking about the Kamehameha next move, how it was like a step down, then we made it a step worse. That was so funny. That's a Kevin video. I do not know where it's at right now. The Addams Family video one. So I filmed mine. My parts for that. Film my parts for that. Stitch across the timelines is done. Someone, I also finished, edited, and put out Someone Pissed Off John Wick and Harry Dresden. So all that's done. Oh, goodness. Would Beetlejuice, or is he too chaotic? No, we've talked to Beetlejuice as well. We did, like, Chris has done a Beetlejuice. I would look it up. He's got a good one where he's at least there should be one talking to Beetlejuice, and there's like actual sound to it. So what about Wonder Woman versus Goku? If Superman versus Goku is going to cause controversy, what do you think Wonder Woman would do? And arguably, I hate to say this, Wonder Woman is not as strong as Superman. She was not made to be as strong as Superman. She's a god, and he's stronger. Just the nature of it. I say nature of it. I mean, like, just the way that they design the characters. Give her the power of Zeus and some other things, and she would be able to handle them. And she does in a couple of the comics. The thing is about it, Dragon, is like doing like eating contest stuff. Like, I've tried that skit, and like it did okay, but it was also at a time where no matter what we put out, people were watching it. And now people are being more selective about what they watch on everyone's channel. So it is something that we have to look into. Ooh, hype. That's more tired than I thought. I don't know where the Who's on First Addams Family skit is at. I had oh, it's right here. There we go. Copy that. Pardon me. Re-download that video. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I didn't get to show it last time. I don't know if I had downloaded it last time. I'm gonna show you guys a video. Listen, Luke, I understand. And what I want to do is redo a version of this that's much stronger, because I did this without realizing what Who's on First was. I legitimately had never seen the skit Who's on First. And this was a improv scene. This was completely improv, off the cuff.
Listen, Luke, I understand that you're upset about losing your hand, but Thing isn't it. No, I don't mean Thing isn't Cousin It. I mean, look, either way, you're going to have to wait for Wednesday. No, I don't mean for Wednesday, the day of the week. I mean Wednesday. Are you doing this on purpose? You got to be doing this on purpose. You know we're talking about the Addams family. Wednesday is the person.
Yeah, I still have it in. Don't worry.
Is not thing. Thing is. I'm not talking about a thing. I'm talking about thing the hand. Okay, let's start over. Thing the hand that you're calling in regards to is not your hand. Your hand was lost, gone, flew all the way, fell down.
So I'd like to make a stronger version of that. I don't know how to. And like right now, my brain is not gonna be. I forget how young some of you are. So does Freddy Krueger need an emotional support murder kitty? That's funny. But what I was thinking is that I would transcribe that, take a look at it, and take a look at the Who's on First skit and see what we can't do to like match it up a little bit better and update Who's on First to go with Addams Family. Look up all the Addams Family characters, because like they are the perfect cast to do the new Who's on First. You mean Wednesday? No, this. And like especially if I get John involved. It's like the back and forth. Well, that's the thing. This is what no, that's the thing. I was like, going back and forth with John would be really funny. I can't think. Oh, my head. I need to go take a nap. If Guy leaves town on Friday and will come back in 3 days, what day does he get back? Tuesday. He leaves on Friday and he's gone for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. He'll get back on Tuesday. Is that correct? It's a reading comprehension skill. Ah! And I agree. I've talked to Chris about it. We've 100%. Like, we understand that skits with both of us do tremendously better on average than just one of us, or the idea has to be completely solid. Like my Stitch skits do relatively well, right? Friday's the name of the horse. What's worse is I think I've heard of that joke. I think I've heard of that one. Hold on. See if I can get Raven to come down here and play a joke on them. So a cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays 3 days, and leaves on Friday. How do you do it? That's how it goes. So it's like it goes like this. So if a cowboy rides into town on Friday, stays for 3 days, and leaves on Friday, how do you do it? Oh yeah, I'm live over on Cosmic. I just realized I forgot. Pretty sure I clicked that for. Oh well, behind the scenes stuff doesn't usually stay here. The editing doesn't usually stay either. The horse. I think Freddy's murder kitty needs some fluffy mittens. I don't know. I don't think any of my cats are up here. I think I bugged the cat that was hanging out with us too much. She's not hop off my. John's turn to blow up another universe. We've already got him blowing up universes. Don't need him blowing up more. There was a show on HBO called Cashbox. They used to do little word jokes like that. I think today's pasta day is kind of probably pasta chicken. Something that I can cook and that everyone will eat. A little bit of leftovers, and then we can eat like the pizzas for lunch and whatnot that we've got in the fridge. We got like the microwave pizzas to still eat and stuff. And then I got shopping to do tomorrow. And one of those items will be for biscuits and gravy. So this weekend's got some stuff covered for food. Why do hornets and wasps always look back to make sure no crows are following them when they flee from a beehive? Replace the honestly, you could replace the horse's name with anything. Cowboy arrives in town on Monday, stays for 3 days, leaves on Monday. How do you do that? It works no matter what you do, as long as you keep the horse's name the same. Period. Because of the B clause. What? Why do hornets and wasps always look back to make sure that no crows are following them when they flee from a beehive? Because. Is it because? Because. Yeah, it's just because. 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 That confused me. It's just this one. If you are an American going to a bathroom, an American coming out of the bathroom, what are you in the bathroom? French. European. Sorry. No one from France yell at me. When does a joke become a dad joke? When the punchline becomes apparent. When does the punchline become apparent? After the delivery, of course. That's a good one. I like that one. That was a good one. Stephen Gahn is my answer. Shy bladder. You bad man, Stephen. European. You are a peen. All right. What do the fish say to the... We're just doing a bunch of dad jokes right now. I'm legitimately tired. I need to go take a nap. We were gonna stay on for a while. So Levi Barkin. before I pop off, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go. Oh, pardon me. We are going to go into somewhere. Jim Carrey. Batman Fusion. Upstream. Here we are. So we're going to log into the stream. We have a 24-hour stream, and I haven't updated it in a little bit. So that's one of the things we're going to go take a look at. And we're going to figure out what videos we still need to update. So going from we have Batman knows Kamehameha. I think we have both versions of that. Go to media because I can go to the media tab and just search it. Search up Batman. Batman wants to train Home Alone. Bat-Kami full skit. So it looks like the Bat-Kami full skit is there, and that is the new one. So that's there. How about Scarecrow? Is a Scarecrow skit in there? Those are the hospital room numbers. Hello, Dark Wolf. This made your day. I'm glad I was able to pop back on, and we're like I'm tired, but we're gonna make sure we update at least a couple of videos. Scarecrow. Somebody's tearing up something. We got Predators versus Scarecrow, but we don't have the Scarecrow skit. I need to edit that one down to some shorts. Okay. So I need to grab that. Make sure that's the full skit. 5 minutes 20. That's another 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Realistically, no, he edited that, I think. Yeah, he edited that one. I think I would have preferred to be the one to edit that, but that's just because the Batman stuff was mine with quotation marks around it. So I have a tendency to be like, my project, let me edit it. But it turned out like the Batman skit, like we kept some of the jokes, but it's like so vastly different from what I wrote. So vastly different. Cut that. Paste that there. We're going to upload the file. That's an extra 5 minutes tacked on to the stream here in a bit. As soon as it gets done uploading, we'll make sure it goes where it needs to go and everything like that. Making sure everything gets organized. I have a separate hard drive that's for like it's serving as an additional backup as where we're uploading, but it's mostly for the live stream at 24/7. And what I do, where is that? Let's see here. You got animated, Stitch, Kevin, Borg, Predator versus. It's kind of a standalone Batman thing. We don't have unless I get a couple more of them, I can't justify shoving it anywhere else. So that just kind of goes into the 24/7 live stream. Yeah, when I was, I remember when I told my spouse about the Scarecrow skit, they're like, And they're like, why would you do that? And because they thought it was Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz. And I was like, no, Scarecrow from Batman. From Batman, sweetie. Manage videos. Add to queue. We'll have that go right there. Right before the loop thing. That loop, that thing where I tell you it's a loop, has just been there constantly. I have not fixed it. I've gotten too lazy to fix it. So there's that. Scarecrow's in there. The Scarecrow skit is in there. And then don't need the compilation. And then from there I have to figure out the shorts. And that one's going to take me a little bit more oomph, a little more brain power. So we've got that uploaded. So at least there's 5 more minutes of newer content on that one. An extra 5 minutes of something a little bit different. Did I update it? I updated it, but I didn't publish the changes. There we go. So it's updated, it's published. 24/7 live stream will be a tiny bit different. And at this point, this is where I'm going to pop off because I'm tired. I need to go lay down and take a nap and then get up and do other shit. I don't think there's going to be a point where Chris is going to be able to pop back on later this week, sadly. And I have to wait for him to record his stuff. I'll probably record my Stitch parts later today or tomorrow. I'm gonna probably have to do it tomorrow because I need there to be decent lighting. It can actually be storming, and like Levi would still thankfully, because there's lots of storms in Hawaii, and whatnot. That's not a big concern. But either way, I want to thank you all for joining. Remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. Wish you all peace of mind, serenity, and peace, serenity, and harmony against to you and yours. And until the winds blow yourselves our way, have an Acme day. Have an Acme day. Spark the bill and have an Acme day will be retroactively billed to your account. Have an Acme day, and have an Acme day simply means have the best day you possibly can have. Bye, y'all.